Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. I don't know if I see a hero's face, but it's a face that's seen a lot. Got a few new scars. Some that show up in a mirror, some that don't. But Varric believed in me then, and he believes in me now. I can do this. A damn good-looking hero, if I do say so. If I'm the one who's got to get it done, I should stop admiring myself and get to work. Funny. Varric didn't mention that hero having so many scars. It's handy. You ever get too full of yourself, you can just look in the mirror and see every mistake that left a mark. But it's not just about you anymore. Nev's got a new scar because you sent her into that ritual. So do better. Nobody else should have to wear your mistakes. Hero. You've got a few scars, but you know what? You earned these in fights that needed to be fought. Hits you took to save someone. Shots that knocked you down but didn't keep you down. You are the hero who can get it done. And if you pick up a few more scars along the way, that just proves you were in the fight. Honestly, my scars are pretty good. They add character, and you should see the other guy. I don't know, Varric. Catching my reflection still hits harder some days, but knowing who I am is worth it. And every day when I look in that mirror, I'm closer to seeing the man I want to be staring back. There he is. The man I knew I was. I did the work. I stuck with it. And now I get to see him every time I look in the mirror. It took a while for me to figure out why the face staring back from the mirror felt wrong. But once I was able to be honest with myself, it was a relief to figure out I was trans. And it's worth it to look in the mirror today and see the man I am staring back. The Valasleen are sacred for the elves. I didn't grow up Dalish, but they're not the only ones who have a claim on being elven. My tattoos represent who I am, and I'll wear that for all the world to see. I used to dread looking into the mirror, until I finally got tired of hating what I saw and decided to change what I saw. Now I look in the mirror and see the ink I chose for myself. The me I chose for myself. I don't know if that's the hero Varric was talking about, but it's a start. Every one of my tattoos is a story. Something I did that's worth remembering. Wonder what I should get when we finish this job. An alluvian? A wolf? I'll figure it out. Spent so much time figuring out each tattoo. Getting the design right in my head, finding an artist who could make it work. Not to mention holding still the whole time to make sure they'd be perfect. But it was worth it. They're part of me now. The part I made for myself. Every time I look at this, I can hear that little girl thanking me for saving her village from Darkspawn. She said that since the Grey Wardens didn't have griffins anymore, I could have hers. If I hadn't been there, I'd never have met Varric. And never had to deal with the first Warden complaining I ignored orders. I was so determined to save that village I couldn't wait for reinforcements. But if I'd failed, I'd have left a gap for Darkspawn to pour through and kill thousands. I have to get better at seeing the big picture. It doesn't matter what the first Warden thinks. There's a little girl alive today because I attacked instead of waiting for reinforcements. But if it was worth rushing in to save the village instead of waiting for reinforcements, it was worth dealing with the consequences too. A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us. That history looked better before Elganon and Gillenane came back and started blighting everything. And we've got a culture that's lasted thousands of years. Good to remember everything we've done. He had fancy silks from Orlais, statuettes from the wilds down south. I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself. Too many humans look down on us, even though elves were here first. Yeah. Nice to have someone see how much our people have done. The ever-turning orb. My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent. Amazed this thing still works, seeing how many times I messed up the magic and broke something. Yeah, but I got there eventually. My teachers said they'd never seen anyone weave the layers of magic so intricately, but it all just felt right. I could have used more time learning to cast spells while someone swings a sword at me, and less time on floating orbs. Might have gone faster if I hadn't been exhausted from too many late-night escapades. Ah well, still got it done.